Hey traders, how are you? Vladimir Ribakov here from Traders Academy Club. This video is a weekly review for the Forex Triple B trading system of mine. This is a new format we started a week ago. The idea here of the video is purely educational to show you and explain you the logic behind our trades that we took during the week. So this is a review of the previous week, so 30th of September to the 4th of October. So let's go back here, and this is our performance page where you can always follow inside the blog vladimirribakov.com. Just go to the My Strategy and Courses, and the performance, you will see our trades. So there were many trades. I'm not going to explain all of them because on some of them the logic repeats over and over again. I want to explain the ones that have the more value, so you would be able to deal with such trades by yourself when you have it. So the first one I want to discuss about is the Australian versus the CAD, where we got a sell. As you can see, it was a short-term trading with 15 minutes alert. The idea is here with a bearish trend structure of lower highs, lower lows, with two waves correction to the upside. This is a pure risk reward trade. The Bollinger Bands showing a bearish direction. So now we need to go to the higher time frame just to check where do we stand. As always, my analysis work very simple. I analyze to prepare my directions, and if I get the setup in these directions I prepare, we basically go and trade it. When I say we, it's me and my team. That's what we apply. So AUDCAD, even though it was creating a bullish divergence here, what we got was still a bearish pressure from the higher time frame. According to the weekly and the daily, we were basically building up here a movement from band to band Bollingers. No bullish divergence were in place, so we expected to see a new low, likely a fake low, but that's a different story. So according to the 4-hour chart, we did have a bullish divergence, but we never got reversal, meaning higher highs. So we never got trend change. Moreover, we are here in a bearish structure, lower highs, lower lows. Checking on a 1-hour chart in that scenario, we are also in the bearish structure by itself. Right here, just draw it for you. Okay, starting from that point, of course. We are in a bearish structure of of lower highs, lower lows. And at that moment, right at that scenario, we are building up a bearish hidden divergence for a possible trend continuation. As I said before, even though the 4-hour chart is a bullish divergence, the daily is in disagreement, and we never turned bullish by creating higher highs. Therefore, the pressure on this pair was bearish and decided to go for a sell. In that case, it worked fine for us. Next trade I would like to cover is the gold sell. In that case, it was a loss for us. So here we go, an example of a trade which has a purely amazing structure. And just to explain the logic here, why it was classical and yet aggressive. So first of all, a bearish structure, no doubts, lower highs, lower lows, two waves retrace, super bearish structure. The ride of the trend is bearish, right? Everything here looks fine for us. So with a small risk and much bigger reward, we could enjoy here a massive trend. The analysis we did was the following. At that moment, right here, 4-hour had no bullish divergence on the last leg and no bullish divergence on the bigger leg, as you can see. So the 4-hour chart did not have any pressure to the upside according to the divergences, but the daily did right here. So since the daily did not yet tick to the upside, did not yet change to the upside, it was only potential divergence. And this is why we decided yet to give it a shot. In that case, it didn't work for us, but I showed it for one reason. In that case, it was a loss. In most of the other cases, you would try to do the same. It would be a profit. When there are no signs, official signs against you on the higher time frames, you are good to go. Plus, when we were checking the 1 hour chart, we figured out that this was a very beautiful structure of the lower highs with a bearish hidden divergence. The chances in the majority of cases would be with you when you try to do so. So that's what I wanted to show you here. Even though it is a loss, the technical structure here was perfect. And despite being perfect, sometimes it can still lose. And it's important you understand it. It's important you remember that when you choose your trades, right? Because traders believe that I should be trading only the conservative setup, and on the first loss in the conservative setup, they raise their hand saying, even the conservative setup lost. Conservative setup, by its definition, it's not a guarantee for a profit, and it's a very, very important thing you have to understand when you trade with any systems or strategy. Okay? Conservative setup means the market's condition fit for the system definition of conservative market conditions, right? But it's no way a guarantee for a profit. And it's important to remember that it's not just clicking sell yes or no, and that's all. Make your analysis. When you have your time frame synchronized, that's where your chances are. That's where your chances are. That's what you will want to do. Okay? Next one, pound Australian, classical setup here. Let me explain where all that derived from and what was the logic on this buy. So the idea was that the structure from the higher time frame, like 4 hour, is bullish by making 3 waves up, 2 waves down, bullish divergence that came in play. Of course, the end was even better divergence. Then we got a trendline breakout. And after this moment, we are bullish. No signs against after the breakout, not 4 hour, not the daily. And on the 1 hour chart, after the breakout, we created with every retrace a bullish hidden divergence, as you can see. 1 and 2, right? Bullish hidden divergences for a classical bullish pressure. And on the 15 minutes, which was the short-term trading, we got here again the structure we love so much, the bullish to the upside, 3 higher highs, 3 higher lows, 2 waves retrace, simply classical. Small risk, big potential reward, nothing against on the higher time frame, and it took some time until it developed, but at the end of the day, ended up in a beautiful, beautiful profit. So once again, what did we have here? Analysis that started from the higher time frame to prepare the direction, choosing the direction, making sure there are no obstacles on the go, no divergences again, sorry. Still has a room to go according to the higher time frame, and then waiting and anticipating for the lower time frame to give us the alert, give us the opportunity to trade. Boom, attack it once it's there. And another thing I want to explain is the AUDCAD for a sell, which was right here. So here is the logic behind this trade. What did we get? Once again, it all starts from analysis. First of all, so according to the analysis we had, the daily time frame gave us a triple cycle with bearish divergence. We were expecting 2 waves to the downside. According to the 4 hour chart, we already got the 2 waves to the downside right here, right? But here is the trick. There was never a bullish divergence to end this 2 waves correction. Therefore, the plan for us, all the way as long as there is no bullish divergence, was sell the rallies. And basically checking on the lower time frame, we also deliver here a beautiful structure of the bearish trend with lower highs, lower lows, bearish hidden divergence for a trend continuation, checking the lower time frame for a possible entry, and we find an obvious setup here with lower highs, lower lows, 2 waves correction. We are right below the MA20 of the Bollinger Bands, right? So it was a beautiful trade with a beautiful profit. So the rest of the trades basically they have repeating structures in the majority, so that's why I choose these trades to explain, to show you how important it is to have all the combinations together. And take a look, the gold and the pound Aussie, for example, very identical in terms of the structure. You lose one, you will profit from another. It's, remember, this is a business of statistical numbers, statistics and probabilities. That's all. That's trading. You value your chances, and your chances would always be bigger and better to end up in profits when you have your analysis prepared in advance. Do not analyze when you get an alert. Analyze in advance, at the beginning of the day, at the beginning of the week, or a month. Depends on your frequency of trading, and are you short-term day trader or long-term trader. According to that, choose your periods where you analyze the markets. Prepare it in advance, follow 4 setups in that directions, and you will save valuable time in trading. And that's basically how we do it. We prepare, we make sure there is nothing against on the go, checking the signal valid, yes, nothing against no higher time frame, no, boom, we are in. Our chances are with us. And at the end of the day, it's a game of numbers. It's a business of statistical probabilities. You want to remember that always next time you trade. Okay? You can lose in a perfect setup and profit amazingly from a non-perfect setup. The idea is not only here and now on the current time frame, but what the higher time frame have for you in terms of direction, trend reliability, and the room to go. So that's pretty much it. If you have any question about any of the other trades in Triple B from previous week, feel free to ask in the comment section below. Once again, it's important to remind all those of you on a Forex Triple B license. We have a dedicated group for you guys in Telegram. Okay, so go to your download page, and inside the download page you would find the direct link to the Telegram group. We are there to answer your questions, to share ideas, and to help with anything you need with the Forex Triple B. And if you don't have Forex Triple B but very interested in it, you can find the link to get a Forex Triple B in one of the 2 options. One of them is free with the Brokers program, and the link to that is right below the video in the description. So thank you very much for your time. I hope you find these ideas and such videos useful, educational, helpful, and that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next videos. Vladimir Ribakov, Traders Academy Club.